Hey everybody, and welcome back to Emerald Coast. We're day 6 of mid-spring. Daryl is back from his adventure to Canada. Got ourselves some cool cash in our pockets. I think we sold that tractor for a cool $33,000. Quite a good bit of profit. We've also done a bit of not harvesting. We've done a bit of fertilizing for our neighbor farmers. That is how we have adjusted our pocketbook to the tune of about $50,000, probably since we were last together. Did manage to get those 2 fields planted in corn. In fact, we've gone ahead and planted a 3rd field in corn down there by the pig farm. And now we're really just waiting for the right conditions to put in some cotton. We're going to complete the rest of our fields with cotton this year. Got a line that we suspect we're going to have a pretty good cotton demand towards winter and spring. You're going to look forward to being able to reap the rewards of that. Coming down here to the pre-compost factory. They are done working on all the material we took down here earlier. And it's time for us to basically take all of this material, all 143 tons of it, over to the compost bunkers and basically start that whole process of turning it into compost. It's going to basically run between these fields over here to our 2 bunkers. Process is very similar, very similar to silage compaction. It's like I took the wrong turn there. We'll fix that. When we come back the next way, we'll know a better way of coming. Basically what we do is we take our pre-compost and we put this into the bunker, then compact it down, get it leveled down, cover it up with a tarp, and basically let it cook, if you will. And it will start to further biodegrade and turn itself into black gold compost. Compost we're going to be able to either, 1, put on the fields. Why would we do that? We can turn black gold into greenback. Had our pockets with a whole lot of cash because this is one of the most desirable composts in the area. It's a pretty simple recipe too. See, all we need to do is provide the razzmatazz factory, if you will, with sugar beets. He grinds up the sugar beets. He adds some manure to that in order to basically start the process of digesting those sugar beets. And then he adds straw to that mix, kind of as a binder agent and some more biodegradable material, biomass, if you will. We're just going to be running a whole bunch of loads between here and the factory. How much we can basically get this evening. Then we'll come back in the morning and start the whole compaction and leveling process we've got our wheel loader down here. That's what we're going to do that for. But yeah, we've got a nice supply of sugar beets from last year still in storage. We took a whole bunch of loads down here last winter. The factory took a lot of our saved up manure from the cows down here and gave them a fair bit of straw, probably about, I don't know, a good half dozen loads on this trailer. Just basically picked it up off the field, brought it down here last fall. But right here, these are 2 fields that we're going to put in cotton. Go here to my left, go to the right. Field up above that one, I'm going to put in cotton. One of our corn fields. Field directly in front of us is our other cornfield. Should I say Daryl's cornfield? Just under 12 tons per load. It's going to take a while for sure. Then if by chance we didn't have enough manure ourselves, we could come over here and buy some manure in bulk at the animal dealer. Seems to always have an excess. Who would have thought, right? Would have thought that guy would have more than enough manure. The amount of animals that flow through his stockyards on a weekly basis is rather astonishing. Seriously sad that I'm over here, fringe of the field, passing those cars. Got just a few more days until we move on into late spring. I have to see if maybe that is going to be a good time to get some mowing done and some silage bales cooking. Got one of those new tube wrappers I'm going to use. We're going to wrap a bunch of bales across the main road there from the cow farm. That big green square grass field. We're also going to collect a fair bit of that for our silage silos. I think we've got plenty of hay for now. Also soon get some grass in our pasture. We won't have to be feeding our sheep grass anymore. Or hay, I should say. We'll be able to hopefully live off the grass that is in their pasture. Guys, I think I'll keep you around for one more load. Then I'll sign off for the night and catch up with you in the morning. Wonder what this guy's got planted in this field over here. Looking to put cotton in this field down here also, just south of the pig farm. I think when we're all said and done, we'll probably have five fields of cotton. We've got 2 fields of soybeans. I got a field of oats up there at the arable, the horse farm. Got 2 fields of corn across the street, the horse farm. We come over here to the pig area. We've got ourselves, I believe, 2 fields of barley. Got a field of canola, and we've got a field of corn for the pigs. Of course, the cows. We've got the big grass field across the street. We've got a small grass triangle up here by our one of our corn fields. We are pretty much set what we need as far as crops in the ground to keep our animals well fed the coming year, and also have a fair bit of crop in the silos for resale. Well, it's just after 6 p.m. Like I said, I'm going to haul some more loads until dark, and I'll come back with you guys in the morning, and I'll show you the process that we go through in order to level and compact this compost, and hopefully, or should I say pre-compost, and hopefully we'll be in a condition to get this thing also blanketed and start the whole cooking process. Y'all can see that also. Well, good morning, everybody. It is 20 to 7 in the morning, day 7 of mid-spring, and our chickens, well, they're running low on some chicken feed. So I've got the telehandler here, and I think there might be some wheat over here in this bin. We talked a little bit ago about how we didn't have any augers to get grain out of this bin or in the bin, but you know what? I thought you know, we could probably bring this bucket over here, possibly get the bucket up underneath, and maybe put some in the bucket in order to, there we go, definitely do that. So we need about 800 liters of grain. Oh, that's a lot more than we needed. That auger, I should say, is pretty darn efficient. This should keep our chickens good for quite a while. I have to put this excess grain somewhere so it doesn't rot away. And then as dawn breaks, we are actually going to head down to the compost bunker and get to composting, get to compacting, our pre-compost. We can get that blanketed up hopefully today and get it starting on the good old compost cooking process. Making more of a mess than anything else. Oh, we're gonna have to try to clean this up. Good luck trying to clean this up, right? clean that up a little bit later. But let's go ahead and head on down here to the bunker and start some compaction. It's also now warm enough, I think, that we could start putting our cotton in the ground. We have plenty of time to get that done now, so no huge rush. See, right now I want to focus on this pre-compost. Probably haul some manure down to that compost factory. Got a fair bit of sugar beets left, and we might take some straw down there. We got a lot of straw, so that we can get some more working. Put some in this other bunker. Here we go. Looks like we've left our lights on from last night. Got our pre-compost piled up over here. Let's jump on in our wheel loader and see if we can't start getting this stuff compressed down. So we have what? 372,000 liters of this. 4% compacted. It's going to take a little bit of time for sure. That helps. Looks like that is helping us out. Get four-wheel drive locked in. You can see this pre-compost is compacting like normal chaff would. And it's because it basically has all the properties of chaff in game. And this silage bunker, which would typically be a silage bunker, has been modified to work with this pre-compost product. So Emerald Coast is the only map that I know of that has this specific functionality, where you use a factory to make this pre-compost product out of sugar beets, manure, and straw, and then take this pre-compost product and put it in a bunker per se, level it, compact it, blanket it, and it cooks like silage would normally cook, or chaff would normally cook instead of silage. When you unblanket it, you have what we affectionately call black gold, because it is a fairly valuable commodity here in the South. I believe this particular bunker will probably hold about 2 million liters of compacted pre-compost. We only have a third of 1,000,000 liters here at this point, almost 400,000 liters. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just bust into a little bit of a time-lapse music segue. See if we can't get this compacted down a bit more. We're already at 21%. Hopefully in the next few minutes we can speed up this whole process and get it under the blanket, per se. Before we do that though, let's turn off the lights. Go. Thought I'd bring out the big New Holland to finish it off. I think I just kind of made a bigger mess of it. I was kind of getting a little spread out there. Oh, we're at 100. Just a little bit that's not a part of anything. Eight. And there we are, 100. Come on over here. We'll blanket that on up there, and now we are fermenting compost. Don't really remember how long this is supposed to take. Should take several game days. Drop our blade here, and that's where I'm going to leave it with you guys today. Go ahead and finish up the day by cleaning up that chicken mess. Can't believe that I did that. Clean up our chicken mess, and then we'll probably haul some sugar beets, like I said, down to the pre-compost factory. Probably haul some manure from our cow pen up here down to the sugar beet factory, and see if we can't maybe get them working on some more pre-compost. And well, probably when we hit to late spring, we'll start putting in our cotton. Until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.